This is your traffic. This is 93X.
Traffic's also brought to you by Gens Ryan.
Gens Ryan is looking for experienced HVAC technicians. $5,000 sign-on bonus. Company vehicle. 100% company-paid insurance premiums. Paid training. Call 952-767-1000. GensRyan.com/employment.
The Minnesota Twins interview with Dick Bramer is sponsored by Xfinity Sports Zone, the ultimate sports experience.
Don't rely on just your cell phone for internet. Get one line of unlimited mobile with 5G and home internet from Xfinity for only $24.95 a month when you qualify for and enroll in the Affordable Connectivity Program and Internet Essentials. Get high-speed internet with a modem included at no extra cost, only from Xfinity. To learn more, go to xfinity.com/free or call 1-800-XFINITY. Restrictions apply. Limited to customers who qualify for Internet Essentials and ACP and one unlimited line. Taxes and fees extra. Pricing after ACP credit and subject to change. Xfinity Internet required. Reduced speeds after 20 gigabytes of usage.
Minnesota Twins interview on the Half-Assed Morning Show.
Did you hear this? You stink, and I don't like you!
Yeah, we'll get to that. Jeez Louise. We got everybody checking in now. Everybody wants a piece of the action. Of course, Randy Shaver. Hello, Randy.
Good morning.
His favorite co-worker over there at Care 11 News is in studio. Janelle Klein's up in here. Hi, Janelle.
Hello.
Right, you're Randy's favorite.
Hello.
I'd like to think so.
We're all here for one reason, to make sure Dick Bramer enjoys his morning. Good morning, Dick.
I'm going to enjoy my morning. No worries there.
Hey, what did you do with your day off yesterday, if you don't mind me asking?
Some spring cleanup up at the lake. Worked at my storage shed for a while. Just, menial stuff that really is hardly too exciting, but we got some stuff done.
Oh, wait, there's probably still ice on the lakes.
There is, yes. Yeah.
I was going to ask if you put the dock in, but my God, last I heard, we're going to be cutting her pretty close to the walleye opener with the way some of the lakes are frozen up north.
Yeah, the best I could have done yesterday is put the dock on.
Yeah. Hopefully it just falls perfectly into place, but it's kind of a long shot. All right, so we're doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that, getting ready for the season.
And reflecting, as I think any Twins fan did, on an incredible weekend with the walk-off on Sunday and the 3-game sweep over the White Sox. That was really a fun weekend.
I'm telling you, the bomb that Buck cut loose on there on Sunday had the beer hall rocking, Dick Bramer. It had the joint jumping.
Well, I think we're starting to
and healthy. He could be the best player in the entire big leagues.
And I hate to keep making the comp, but one of the great things about Kirby Puckett was he made his team better almost from the time he showed up way back in 1984. And the numbers don't lie. The Twins' winning percentage over the last few years with Byron in the lineup, and their winning percentage when he's not in the lineup. It's amazing how one player can make that much of a difference. And that kind of reminds you of, like they say in the NBA, one player can make tremendous difference on a basketball team. It's not supposed to be that way in baseball, but I think it is with Byron and the Twins.
And we do anticipate his at-bats the way we used to anticipate turkey buckets. He's a blast to watch. He's a blast to watch, and I know you've said it before, Dick, that he's also one of your favorite people. And
yeah, he's a great young guy.
That adds to it. If there's ever a guy to root for, it's a guy like Byron Buxton.
Right, and he has really developed and matured as a person and a player in the time that he's spent with the Twins. So, let's as we've always done, let's hope that he can get 500 at-bats this year and just continue to be a productive player. Now you've got hopefully him and Carlos Correa, who's typically off to a slow start in April again, but man, with the way this team has been, this is going to be a fun summer, we hope.
Absolutely. You start up a 3-gamer at home with Detroit tonight, 6:40 on BSN. Chris were named Eugenia. He was upset about that.
Right.
And I thought, what you expected a baby in 2019 to be named Eugene? Anyway, Richie the Rally Goat is the new thing they got going in the Twins clubhouse. Chris Paddock, the starter tonight, brought in this little white goat figurine that screams when you press a button. And it mimics this famous internet meme with a screaming goat.
Okay.
I think I know the one that he's talking about. The screaming goat. Josh, you know exactly the meme they're talking about?
I didn't recognize it.
Okay.
Sonny Gray bought this thing, right?
Oh,
He's the one that bought it.
I'm sorry.
And
Yeah,
they're kind of passing it around.
You're right. Sonny Gray brought it in. Chris Paddock revealed it on Instagram. That's right. Okay. So they brought it on the recent road trip. It made its debut at Target Field over the weekend. Richie the Rally Goat. I don't know if we can find online exactly what it sounds like when you press that button, but there you go. We have a new mascot here at the radio station. Janelle and Randy, did you hear the big announcement on our new radio station mascot?
I did not.
No.
Did you even know that we had like a thing going online where our listeners could vote and whatnot?
I have seen a little bit of that, yeah. So I didn't see Wobble's picture there, but I saw it.
So we had all kinds of choices that our listeners could vote on, and they selected, and I love this, this is the answer I was hoping for. Our mascot is going to be a rock.
Nice.
That makes sense.
And we're working on, we've hired people to design it, and I'm hoping it is as silly as the Philly Fanatic or Gritty or I hope it has big googly eyes and big stupid hands and it wobbles around. We're all going to take a turn wearing it at events, just so you know. And we're hoping to debut at the State Fair, and Dick, you can come and take pictures with it and whatnot.
Well, I'd like to contribute to this in some way, and again, trying to get back to the theme of Richard being a dead name. How about if we name it Rick the Rock?
Rick the Rock?
Rick the Rock.
Ricky, or well, you want to go with Rick? Are you specific on this?
Yeah, Rick the Rock. I mean, that kind of rolls off your tongue kind of easily, right? It's
Yeah.
easy to remember.
We're taking suggestions. Our number is 68683. Start your message with Nick, Josh, or Dana on what we're going to name it. We're open to suggestions, but I got to tell you, Dick Bramer, we're already kind of leaning towards David Lee Rock. I want to be the first to wear it. I do.
How heavy is it?
We don't know. See, we're having people build it for us.
Okay.
Yeah.
They had a rendering, Dick, at first, and it was terrible. It really looked stupid. So they went back to the drawing board, and they showed us what it could look like. And if it looks like that, I think we'd all be very happy.
Yeah, we'll be in good shape if it looks anything close to what we asked for.
But now we're talking about a real geological rock, right? Not some styrofoam thing that's, a real rock, correct?
Well, it's not going to be made of rock. That would probably kill
years ago, and I've added this to my resume in case I need to find a job. The Twins had a deal with like fish that they would have before day games or something like that. And at one point, and the deal was there was a boat, I think, and somebody was trying to cast and hit the fish, and I was, for one day, the 2-point tuna. My family was there to watch the game, and they knew that I was the 2-point tuna, and I don't know that they've ever been prouder.
That's absolutely awesome. I love that story.
You know, I wanted to, in Milwaukee, when we go to Milwaukee, they have the sausage race thing, right? And I thought, well, that'd be kind of cool, you know, to get into an Italian sausage and run on the field. And that's pretty serious business in Milwaukee. They don't let just any joker, you know, crawl into the Italian sausage.
Yeah. I've been in person for that race. It's wonderful. You know, of course, the characters in Target Field. I tried that once. I was Louis the Lou, and I got my ass whooped. But I hadn't run in about 20 years. I signed up for that. It was fun, though. I loved being Louis the Lou.
And by the way, enough with the tax word. We're also never in a million years going to name it Harambe.
God help us with these old jokes. I'm looking forward to it. Randy was once a mascot. He was Super America Man.
That's right. Target Center. The basketball game.
He played basketball while dressed as the Super America.
It was extremely difficult because that suit was all full of air, so it was hard to maneuver. It was fun.
Did you pick up a tee right away? Technical foul?
I did not.
A lot of exciting news here. Dick Bramer. Oh, what the hell's going on? Well, with the Tigers coming to town, you know, here we got a brand new member of the 3,000 Hit Club, Miguel Cabrera. Wonderful thing for him, right, Dick Bramer?
Yeah, it's a pretty rare thing, and we were eyeing his ascent up the hit list as the season started, selfishly, hoping that he might get the 3,000th hit at Target Field. We've been able to do a lot of that over the years, be a part of some milestones for the other guys. And at one point, we broadcast 4 straight 3,000 hit milestones. Dave Winfield, Eddie Murray, Cal Ripken, Paul Molitor. So we had 4 of those, and we were looking forward to maybe having another one, but good for him and good for the Tiger fans. He was able to do that in Detroit.
Absolutely. I was there. I was at the Dome to see Winfield. I was at the Dome to see Eddie Murray. Pretty excited.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, and then Ripken did it at the Metrodome as well. And we all wanted Paul Molitor to do it at the Metrodome, and he missed it by 1 day. He needed 4 hits, and he got, I think, 2 on a Saturday night at the Dome, and then went hitless Sunday at the Metrodome, and he got it the next day in Kansas City. He got hit his first 2 times up.
There you go. Oh, back to the intro, where you may have heard somebody screaming at umpire Angel Hernandez. What does it say? Angel Hernandez, I don't like you and you stink. Yeah, what it was.
Hernandez, you stink, and I don't like you!
Take a wild
That's kind of what Kyle Schwarber did, only filtered.
Right. A Phillies fan confronted umpire Angel Hernandez at the stadium parking lot after Sunday's ball game. As Hernandez pulling I have a ballpark food etiquette question.
Okay, I'm not sure I'm the best person qualified to answer. Well, I'll give it a shot because usually I'm left with whatever they serve in the press box.
Well, I understand, but you've been to more ball games than anyone we know, so...
Okay.
Is it ever okay to dip a hot dog in beer?
On purpose?
On purpose. Yes, on purpose.
Sure, why not?
Videos popped up over the weekend of a New York Yankees fan, I guess when they weren't acting like drunken third graders in that series against Cleveland. One of them was caught on video dipping a hot dog into a beer and then eating it.
Well, I wonder whether that has been inspired by the famous hot dog eating contest where these people will eat 60, 70 hot dogs in 10 minutes or whatever it is. That's what they do to moisten the bun, I guess, makes it easier and quicker to eat. I don't know, but I have no problem with that.
Fair enough. I really don't either. What was really clever was the caption of the video. So it shows this guy sitting in his seat at the Yankees game. He's got a beer in one hand and a wiener in the other, and he's dipping it and taking a bite, dipping it and taking a bite. Someone captioned the video with, "Arrest this man."
If you missed it, you can see the video on 93x.com.
Thank you, Cubby.
I also have another video on there. Remember from the U.S. Open a couple of years ago, the girl was dipping chicken tenders in Coke.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with that either.
Well, if they're concerned about that at Yankee Stadium, I would strongly suggest that they have bigger issues in terms of fan behavior at Yankee Stadium. And what you should do with your beer. My goodness, that was awful. Throwing, beer cans. First of all, I don't believe that you can even in the seated area in most ballparks you can have a can. Don't they pour it in the glass for you?
In some cases you get a can, in other places you get a tap. That's the case at Target Field.
Right. Okay. And so, but I mean, my goodness, whole beer cans, and they were throwing them at the Cleveland outfielders, and it was 20 years ago, whatever it was, more than that now. They did that at the Metro. They were throwing hot dogs at Chuck Knobloch for some reason. Getting hit with a hot dog in a bun is a little bit different than getting hit with a full beer can.
And that's a waste of good money. Those beers are expensive.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, they were acting like absolute animals in that Cleveland series. You're right. They got bigger issues than some dude dipping this hot dog into a beer. Well, we cook brats in beer. So what's people are pressing my buttons here, texting in saying, "That sounds gross." Everyone knows that ketchup belongs on the hot dog. Yeah, but somehow I guess beer flavored hot dog bothers some people.
See, I would do that, and I know I'm in the minority, and what I eat is peculiar in a lot of ways, but I will eat just a plain hot dog. No ketchup, no mustard, no relish, nothing, just a plain hot dog. And I guess that's one of the things that makes me really boring, but I just love, there's plenty of flavor there already, and so I don't put anything on my hot dog.
I agree with you, Dick Bramer. There's nothing weird about that. There's nothing boring about that. If I'm gonna have a hot dog and someone has some mustard around, terrific. But 8 or 9 times out of 10, I just have it plain as well because I want to taste the beaks and feet. I'm a beaks and feet guy.
There's enough the interesting flavors and body parts of the hot dog to begin with, so yeah, I don't really need to coat it with anything.
We have so much in common, Dick. We're becoming fast friends.
Yeah.
We're both swell lookers. We're both like a plain wiener. Ladies in town, we drive them crazy. Here's a listener saying he dips his hot dog into a Wendy's Frosty.
Ooh,
Oh, that would work.
And he says it is fire.
not bad.
Fire. I'm wondering about this next story we're going to throw at you, Dick Bramer. Sounds like a college baseball story. You ever heard of Bethany College in Kansas?
I have now. Yep.
They're investigating an allegation that someone associated with its baseball program deliberately contaminated a water cooler used by its opponent this past weekend. They had a series. Bethany took on Kansas Wesleyan University, or Wesleyan University. And the Wesleyan team said they found a foreign substance in their water cooler. Typically, when you have those series, the home team provides the road team with their big old water cooler, and they found something up in there. They don't give specifics. Did somebody pee in the water cooler?
Somebody pee in the water cooler.
God help us all. I don't know. They just said a foreign
It didn't look like it.
Oh, did you look at what?
Yeah.
Well, was there enough water in there that where you wouldn't notice?
Oh no, you can tell it's something.
Oh, what color is it?
It's like there's like whitish flakes all over.
I don't even want to go anywhere near that. Like dandruff or something we talking about?
I don't know.
That's awful. And no one's really saying anything yet as to whether any players or coaches or staff got sick or anything like that. These two schools are 22 miles apart, and they are long-time rivals.
I'm guessing when they play the series at the other location, there'll be a lot of thirsty ball players.
You are accurate.
Not going to trust anything that's going to be in the water bucket on the other side.
No.
Bring your own water jar.
That's right. BYOWG. Water jar. Dick Bramer, thanks for your time. Have fun with the Detroit series, and we'll talk to you next week.
You got it.
Appreciate it very much. Xfinity Sports Zone brings you Dick Bramer's appearance here on the Half-Ass Morning Show, the ultimate sports experience. We still got the 25K thing we got to handle, Muppet.
KXXR, Minneapolis, St. Paul.
A cash-rich, house-poor Cumulus media station. Text the national keyword SMILE to 95819 for the chance to win $100 and get entered for the $25,000 grand prize.
We'll text you back to confirm your entry. Data and message rates may apply.
Text the national keyword SMILE.
Please don't text and drive.
The $25,000 payoff.
93X.
Are you ready to bless? Are you ready to bless? I need some help, please.
Help Janelle.
Help them out.
I love that. I love that. Are people all over the internet making remixes of that already? Probably. Because that sounded like it was in a studio or something.
That was us affecting that.
Oh.
But I bet you're right. I'm sure there's some.
Do you know that story, Janelle?
I don't. I have no idea.
Do you like Matthew, by God, how do you call his last name? McConaughey?
Yeah, I don't know, love him, but he's fine.
You don't have a crush on him?
Oh, no.
The rest of the world?
No.
I sure do. What was the name of that movie where everybody in the movie continuously sweated on each other for the duration of it? They never stopped sweating. There was a big trial and everyone was sweating.
Oh, Time to Kill.
Yes. You want to see Matthew McConaughey covered in sweat for 2.5 hours? That's your movie. He's a big University of Texas jock sniffer. He shows up at all the ball games. He actually has some kind of a phony job over there at the University of Texas, and he's just a dork about it. So they decided they'd up and open a new basketball arena. He was there for the grand opening, cutting the tape, and he's on a microphone in front of a crowd, and he decided, because they named the arena the Moody Center, he decided to try to start this off-the-cuff song, Are You Ready to Bless the Mood? And he's singing, and no one's singing with him, and it was painfully awkward and bizarre. He behaved as if he was having a stroke. I'm not sure what was that, but that's where
He was dressed like a cowboy pimp, by the way. You want to hear it, Janelle?
Yes, please.
Okay, it's uncomfortable.
Okay.
You got to sit through all 50 seconds to
All
really
right.
get uncomfortable.
Okay.
Will you do this with me? Just because it'll make me feel good. It is time to bless the mood. Are you ready to bless the mood? Are you ready to bless the mood? Are you ready to bless the mood? I need some help, please. Are you ready to bless the mood? Are you ready to? Come on now, give me some backup. Bless the mood. 1, 2, 3. Are you ready to bless the mood? Are you ready to bless the mood? Are you ready to bless the mood? Come on, CDC. Are you ready to bless the mood? Are you ready to bless the mood? Here it is. Are we ready to bless the mood? It starts right now. Let's bless the mood. Hook 'em. Thank you, Austin.
Oh my God.
Got a text. That's so awkward. Got a text saying, I'm loving the Bless the Mood audio, and the more I hear it, the more I'm angry at the audience for not joining in.
Oh, Jesus, he's dying out there.
It's really, really brutal.
You know, I was at a birthday party not too long ago where the server brought out a cake for the birthday person and started singing Happy Birthday, and nobody was singing. Nobody. So I had to kind of jump in and try to help out. I gave a half-hearted, and I'm looking around like, can someone please help us out here? It was so awkward.
Is John Gruden off the hook now?
After that one?
For his bad singing performance? Yeah, I think he is. I think the all-timer there is Matthew McConaughey. Awful.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
These people are singing along, or trying to.
Right.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, so that seals it. McConaughey's way worse because no one joined him. By the way, we have some listeners in our audience who know a thing or two about that Kansas college baseball game where the water jug was tainted, allegedly. People are saying it was paint thinner.
Yeah, so that's what I've been seeing on Twitter. People saying it's paint thinner.
You kill somebody.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I kill a guy?
Oh my gosh.
That's not good. She's a big one tonight, Randy Shaver, down there in Memphis on 6:30 tonight on TNT. Game 5, Wolves Grizzlies.
Yes, she is. We'll see if they can keep their composure again
Oh,
tonight.
here we go.
We gotta keep our composure.
Exactly. If they can do that, maybe get some offensive production from Vanderbilt.
How about D'Lo?
D'Lo too.
Word?
Not depend on McLaughlin off the bench or something like that tonight. I mean, I think they caught a few breaks with some things that happened in their favor on the game 4 on Saturday. So I think it's going to be a battle, though. I think it's going to be a huge grind between both these teams. Even though they're very fast-paced, both of them, and they'll continue to play that way, it's going to be a grinder out tonight.
I think you're right.
I think the team that wins Game 5, I think it's like 85% of the time they go on to win the series.
Well, you already made your prediction. You said whoever won Game 3 was going to win the series.
Yeah.
So, but I hear you on the stats. The winner of Game 5 has a great advantage. Ja Morant won the 2021-2022 NBA Most Improved Player Award. Jesus, now his dad's going to have to come up with something extra obnoxious to try and compete with that.
Oh, yeah.
He defeated a kid from the Cleveland Cavaliers, Darius Garland, and he defeated DeJounte Murray of the San Antonio Spurs. He's a great athlete, and I understand he gave the trophy to his teammate Desmond Bain.
Oh, really?
Ja Morant's been pushing all year long for Desmond Bain to be recognized.
I wonder how Desmond Bain feels about that when he gets a trophy that says Ja Morant's name on it.
Well, I think it's kind of touching.
Okay.
Don't you think? That his teammate would do that for him?
Sure. I mean, Herbeck has a Gold Glove from Gary Gaetti. I mean, Gary Gaetti gave Herbeck his Gold Glove because, in Gaetti's words, Herbeck saved so many throws from third base to first base that were likely going to be errors if it wasn't for Herbeck digging them out of the dirt.
No doubt, he was terrific at that.
Yeah, and Herbeck never won a Gold Glove and certainly deserved to win at least a couple.
Wasn't it just unfortunate that, didn't Don Mattingly get handed the gold? Yeah.
Don Mattingly won some Gold Gloves that, I mean, he was a great player.
Oh, yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but Herbeck at first base was phenomenal.
You knew this was coming back to the series with the Timberwolves and the Grizz. Head coach of the Grizzlies, Taylor Jenkins, was fined $15,000 for public criticism of the officiating. We were talking about that yesterday, how he said it was the worst officiating game he's ever seen in Game 4.
Well, I mean, their starters got into foul trouble pretty quick. I think they had 33 fouls called on them.
There's been way too many fouls called in the entire series.
Yeah,
it's been outrageous. It has been.
It's also been a physical series though too. So.
But the number of fouls is off the charts. I was reading about some of the foul totals from some of the other series. They're not even close.
But you know what though? It's also a product of driving to the basket though too. I think in this series we are seeing a little bit more of each team attacking the basket as opposed to settling for three-point shots, although they settle for quite a few as well. But I just think it's been a very aggressive series on both sides.
The NBA fined Joel Embiid of the Philadelphia 76ers $15,000 for his actions towards officials following the end of his team's loss to the Toronto Raptors in Game 4 of their first-round series. Did you see what Joel Embiid did to earn this fine?
I did not.
It's actually pretty funny, even though I don't think this dude should ever complain to the refs. He shoots more effing free throws than any other player in the entire league. He should never complain to the refs. He is gifted more trips to the free throw line than any player I've ever effing seen. But he didn't like the way the game was called in Game 4. The video is actually very funny. At the end of the game, he looked towards the referees and gave them the most sarcastic round of applause you've ever seen in your life.
Like a golf clap?
Yes, absolutely. There you go. Just a tiny little. You guys did a wonderful. He just kept it up for a long time.
Turning around.
Yeah. Turning around a couple times, making sure they're still watching, and then you guys again. You did it. NBA playoff scores from last night. The Boston Celtics went ahead and swept the Brooklyn Nets in 4 games. Boston won last night 116-112.
I saw a great tweet last night about Ben Simmons, who never got on the court for 1 minute during this season. Tiger Woods got into a car accident, broke both legs, and came back faster than Ben Simmons. I saw that. I died laughing last night.
Well, he missed Game 3. Even though some folks thought he would come back, and he complained that he had soreness in his back, and everybody lit him up for that. I think Stephen A. Smith called him the biggest waste of time or something in the history of sports.
Yes.
But right. Dude, Tiger Woods damn near had a couple of legs come off. And
made it back faster.
That Raptors-Philadelphia 76ers series, the Raptors win last night. Series is still in favor of the Sixers. They lead 3 wins to 2. Dallas is up 3-2 on the Utah Jazz in their series. The Mavericks won last night 102-77. Tonight, of course, the Wolves and Grizz, the Hawks and Heat. Miami can wrap it up with a win. New Orleans and Phoenix, their series is tied at 2 wins apiece.
Which is shocking because Phoenix is the #1 seed, and of course they've been without Devin Booker, which doesn't help. But man, if New Orleans could pull off a shocker of a win in that series, that kind of turns the West a little bit upside down.
That would change everything.
Yeah, that would make the Western Conference Finals that much easier for the Wolves.
Oh,
It would be.
I would love to see that, of course. I love this. One of my favorite stories over the last year or so is the story of J.R. Smith.
Yes, I saw this.
Longtime NBA player. Won a title with Cleveland when he played with LeBron. And I think most folks know that he retired and decided to go off to college. He signed up to go to school at North Carolina A&T, and he wanted to join the golf team. He made the golf team, but he won Athlete of the Year, Academic Athlete of the Year at North Carolina A&T, and the sumbitch had a 4.0 GPA.
That's awesome.
I did not have a 4.0 GPA in college. Just want to throw that up there.
Well, Jesus Christ,
Didn't yours start with an O instead of end with one?
0.4.
I have a degree, okay? That's all that matters.
I really honestly shouldn't have graduated high school. Who had the best grades of all of us?
Well, it's got to be Janelle.
Let's
and
go.
Randy.
Let's just go with high school, because college, I don't think many of us went to. Janelle, were you a straight A student in high school?
I was a pretty good student.
Well, were you 4.0?
I don't think I was a 4.0 student.
Pretty damn close.
I mean, I don't know, guys.
Listen to Janelle.
Do you not want to tell us because you think we'll call you nerd and dork?
I think that's been well established on this show, right?
What the hell's the matter with you? I mean, we got Whopper.
Friend in the jewelry business. Shane Company at ShaneCo.com.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
True taco lovers can't say Tuesday without thinking taco, especially at the home of Taco Tuesday, Taco John's. So this taco, head to Tuesday John's for Taco Tuesday for $1.19 deals on delicious beef Tuesdays. I mean, tacos. Taco John's.
There's a crash on 35W northbound in Richfield right by Diamond Lake Road. I've seen another one on southbound 35E in St. Paul between Randolph and West 7th. That's traffic. This is 93X.
Traffic's also sponsored by Allstate. Are you a safe driver? Are you looking to save money? With DriveWise from Allstate, the safer you drive, the more you can save. At Allstate, better protection costs a whole lot less. Visit allstate.com or call an agent for a quote today. April 26th, yeah. Grab your favorite cheese. It's National Pretzel Day. Get your clothes and pencils. Forget organized day. Earthquakes beware. It's Richter scale day today. Grab your sets of clothes. It's World Burlesque Day. April 26th, yeah.
I need some help, please.
We're back here on the Half-Ass Morning Show. Janelle Klein is here, and we've got these prizes laying around. Why not jump smooth into another edition of Gimme Headlines? Here's how we play the damn game. Janelle Klein will read you real news headlines. They're a little squirrely, a little off, a little different. She'll be leaving out a key word, and our contestants will have to fill in that key word with multiple choice to help them. The prizes, you say? Oh, we got a pair of tickets to go see Testament. Woo! Skyway Theater Show. Our 93X Twin City Takeover with Godsmack, 3 Days Grace, Asking Alexandria, Wage War, and Lilith Czar. That's at Target Center. And a pair of tickets to go see Pussifer at the Palace Theater coming up in July.
How about that?
I'll tell you what. Janelle, you ready to go?
I'm so ready.
All right, you know how to play the game. This ain't your first edition of Gimme Headlines. Contestant number one, I understand, is Navy Police Jesus. Are you there, sir?
I'm here.
Hey, nice to talk to you. He's always good for a funny text or two every morning.
Hey, good morning.
You think you're funny with the text messages, huh?
Well, I think he's funny.
I did call Dana Waffle too, so
Yeah,
sorry about that.
I was pretty pissed about that.
True story. I hear Dana.
Usually Waffle answers the phone, so.
That's true.
Usually Wobble. I'm sitting here off air, and Dana's manning the phones, and he goes, "Good morning, 93X." There's a little bit of a pause, and Dana says, "Don't ever call me Wobble." Navy police, I bet you got some stories.
Far and few in between.
Well, we appreciate you calling in. Where are you calling in from?
Chaska right now.
Chaska. I'll tell you. Well, we're ready to play the game. You understand how it goes, Navy Police Jesus?
Oh yeah, I listen every morning.
Appreciate that. And I almost always forget to mention that regular listening can help you in some of these situations. You might be familiar with some of these headlines. Okay, Navy Police Jesus is all set to go. Janelle Klein, take it away.
All right, here we go. A man has become a viral sensation on the internet for posting pictures of his creative hairdos made up entirely of blank.
Are these hairdos made up of junk food or live honeybees? Interesting.
Live honeybees.
I'm sorry, it's actually junk food. I don't know if we ever posted this photos of this guy, but it's crazy. I mean, they are talented with the weird stuff they do with his hair.
He gets creative.
They made it out of ramen noodles in the past, Cheetos, that one was my favorite, and Popeye's chicken, just to name a few.
It's unbelievable what folks are coming up with. And Navy Police Jesus, take it easy. Here's only the first question. You seem devastated by this. Okay.
A little bit.
You're okay. You're going to be fine. You guys think I could pull off a spaghetti hairdo?
Yeah, you could rock one for sure.
Think I could wear that well?
Yeah, you look cool.
Yeah, Josh is right. It's really bizarre, but it is worth taking a look at. These hairdos made up of Popeye's chicken and Cheetos and things like that. Okay, here you go. You're 0 for 1. It's okay.
Parents in Michigan are in trouble after their kindergartner brought a blank to school to share during snack time.
Kindergartner brought something or another to school to share during snack time, Navy Police Jesus. Was it a Ziploc bag filled with her old scabs? Or a bottle of tequila?
bottle of tequila.
He is correct. Can you imagine that, being the kindergarten teacher and they're passing around a bottle of hooch?
I'd probably take a rip for myself, you know?
Well, a lot of those kids. Yeah, a lot of teachers probably have a few bumps before they. I couldn't do the job. This kindergartner brought a pre-mixed bottle of tequila and shared it with 4 classmates before the teacher knew what was happening.
Let me tell you another thing about snack time.
Yeah, I remember that story.
How come all you kids are hilarious all of a sudden?
Navy Police Jesus, are you aware of the fact that tequila makes you do stuff?
Oh yeah, bad stuff.
You been in, had a few run-ins with tequila?
Oh, too many. I should say never again.
Yeah, right.
That's how tequila goes,
It
right?
really does,
Most
yeah.
people have a story. Everybody says never again. I mean, the only time I ever peed in a closet was due to tequila. I had no responsibility in it. That was all tequila.
I'll tell you this, I did stick to my guns. The one time I got drunk off tequila, I did wake up the next day and say never again, and I've stuck to that. And that was when I was 17 years old. Wow. So I've stuck to... Tequila just recently made a friend of mine, who is no kid, not a kid by any stretch, middle-aged, if not beyond middle-aged. Tequila recently made a friend of mine urinate on a public sidewalk.
Recently?
Oh, I'm talking 2-3 days ago.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Was it Donnie?
It was not Donnie.
What? It had to have been Donnie.
No, good guess.
Was it Missy?
It was not Missy or Donnie, but it was more Missy than Donnie, if you know what I'm talking about.
Gotcha.
It was a lady. She took a pee on the sidewalk. All right.
Do girls get in trouble for that kind of thing, or is it just guys?
Just dudes.
Yeah, I've never.
Just dude.
Or maybe girls are just smarter than us, that they don't do that very
Janelle could go in the parking lot right now, take a whiz, no one would say a damn thing.
Have you ever done something like that, Janelle?
I don't think so. No.
Do you have any tequila stories?
I can't think of any, no.
That means you really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
maybe I
blacked
just
out.
can't remember them.
1 point for Navy Police Jesus.
UK police are on the hunt for a pair of thieves who stole an entire cart full of blank from a local store.
Did they steal a cart full of Hellman's mayo or fruit-flavored lubrications?
Fruit favorite lubrication.
Mayo.
Oh man.
Yeah, mayo, unfortunately. Why would they want that much mayo? I don't know.
I would rather
any mail.
Right.
Maybe that's why they were helping. It was a public service.
Yeah, just get rid of it.
Who's with me? You're making a turkey sandwich. I would rather put fruit-flavored lube on it than mayonnaise.
100% every time.
I'm telling
It's
you,
like
take,
ketchup on a hot dog.
who puts ketchup on a hot dog?
That's gross.
It is gross.
Gross. Yeah, thank you.
Can we give him an extra point for that? I'm sorry. Yeah, Hellman's mayo was the answer.
I love the analysis that Dana put in here. The theft occurred in broad daylight, and they escaped in a Ford Focus. I don't know why we needed that last part.
I just thought that was a funny note. the Ford Focus, the getaway car with all their mayo.
I mean, they had the premier vehicle for a getaway.
Good luck catching them, police officers.
You'll never get me down, coppers.
We're still sitting on one correct answer here for Navy Police Jesus. Janelle Klein?
A Virginia house recently hit the market for $800,000, which is in need of major repairs and comes with a pair of blank that live in the basement.
Something lives in the basement. The place needs repairs. It's for sale in Virginia. And there's something living in the basement. Navy Police Jesus. What's living in the basement? Is it a pair? It's a pair of something. A pair of roller skating orangutans? Or a pair of squatters?
Squatters really quickly.
All right, that's 2. That is 2. Does anyone understand this squatters gimmick? I hear about it once in a while, and a lot of homeowners say there's nothing they can do about these derelicts who all of a sudden just... What's going on with this?
I don't understand it. I mean, there's you've heard of squatters' rights, I'm sure. You've heard that term. Like, there was a guy we talked about not too long ago who somehow had lived in his home without paying his mortgage for like 15 years or something like that.
But he has certain rights to stay there.
Yeah, I don't understand it either.
No, I don't. Here's the deal.
What a scam.
Absolutely. The correct answer is squatters. That's 2 for Navy Police Jesus. Whoever buys this house will not be allowed to go to the lower level because that's where the squatters are. How is that possible?
Why would you ever buy it? I mean, first and foremost, I guess if you got 800 grand to spend on a house, maybe you're not too worried about money, but yeah, I don't know why anybody would buy something like that.
And I think I'd enjoy living with 2 roller skating orangutans, well, way more than I'd enjoy living with a couple of nut job squatters.
Think about how much fun that would be.
First thing I do...
Until they rip your face off.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Well, I would hope they were docile enough. But the first thing I'd do, Navy Police Jesus, if I lived with roller skating orangutans, I'd tear up the carpeting in the basement and fire up some man versus orangutan roller hockey tournament. I'm talking about... Put on my old, what was the roller blade was the name of the brand, right? Strap those on, me versus orangutan, middle of the night hockey tournament. Okay, one more, you got 2 correct. Let's see if you can get over 500 here.
The world's largest hockey stick in British Columbia is under attack from blank.
Would that be woodpeckers attacking this world's largest hockey stick, or teens with tater guns?
Oh!
Woodpecker would make sense, but I'm gonna go with teens with tater guns.
Son of a bitch!
You should have went with your gut, woodpeckers. It's a 61,000-pound hockey stick, and bird experts predict that many of the birds will build nests in it. They can't get rid of these woodpeckers.
Well, you gotta let the woodpeckers are kind of like these squatters. Yeah, you kind of just gotta let them be.
Or you could get some teens with spud guns to go shoot the woodpeckers off.
The Canadians need to get over their whole obsession with hockey. Anyway.
And they suck at it.
I can't think of one good one.
Navy Police Jesus, you finished with 2 correct. Don't worry about it.
Those won before.
2 has won.
Yeah, that's won many again.
That's exactly right. We're going to put you on hold. We appreciate you. We'll talk to you again, but you got 2. Thanks, dude.
Thanks, guys.
You bet. We got another contestant coming up. See how they do when we come back on the Half-Fast Morning Show.
Twin Cities, the takeover is imminent. The 93X Twin City Takeover happens May 7th at Target Center, starring Godsmack.
3 days grace.
Asking Alexandria.
With Wage War and Lilith Asar.
Tickets are on sale now. Get yours before they're gone at 93x.com.
Sponsored by Last Man Standing. Weeknights at 8 and 8:30 on 45 TV.
Arthur's Jewelers has great gifts for Mother's Day. The beautiful long stem roses dipped in gold and platinum in all the birthstone colors. Get our birthstone rose for each child to represent the month they were born. The roses last forever and are $79 at Arthur's in Roseville.
You've heard the latest news, traffic and weather, but there's something else you should hear. Consider getting a COVID-19 booster, as recommended by the CDC. Brought to you by BioNTech and Pfizer.
Sell your home for more money with a guaranteed offer from Chris Lindahl Real Estate. Hi, this is Chris Lindahl, and if you need to sell your home, I can help you today. 93X listener Dino sold his home with Chris Lindahl Real Estate and said, I received a guaranteed offer and moved after I found my new home. They made selling my home easy, and I made more money than I expected. Thank you so much, Dino. 93X listeners love our guaranteed offer program. The guaranteed offer from Chris Lindahl Real Estate is the strongest cash offer in the industry, and we make selling your home hassle-free. There are no showings, no open houses, and no stress. Don't worry about the constant cleaning or making costly repairs. You can sell your home fast or move after you find your new home. It's that simple. The Wall Street Journal ranked Chris Lindahl Real Estate the #1 real estate team in Minnesota and Wisconsin for closed transactions for the 2nd year in a row. Trust the #1 real estate team in Minnesota, Wisconsin with the most 5-star reviews to sell your home today. Go to chrislindahl.com. That's chrislindahl.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home and start packing. Certain restrictions apply.
Catching a fish is hard enough, but holding on to it? Well, that can be nearly impossible, thanks to years of evolution, resulting in a slime-coated defense system. And that's okay, because a day on the water is always a win. Know what else is? Minnesota Lottery proceeds helping to fight invasive species to ensure our waterways are clean and clear. So say I'm in and play Go Fish from the Minnesota Lottery. Must be 18 or older to play.
Hello there. I've got some great news for you. Did you know that with Xfinity Internet, you get fast, reliable speeds to fit your needs and your budget? Even Wi-Fi speeds faster than a gig to power all your devices. Just imagine, everyone at home can stream, game online, video chat, upload and download files at the same time. Best of all, you could save up to $400 a year on your wireless bill when you add Xfinity Mobile. That's a hit. Need your internet do that? Don't wait. Click on Xfinity.com. Call 1-800-XFINITY or visit an Xfinity store today. Again, Wi-Fi speeds faster than a gig. And you could save up to $400 a year on your wireless bill when you add Xfinity Mobile. Restrictions apply. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. And subject to change. After promo, regular rates apply. Not available in all areas. Compares pricing of top carriers. Requires Xfinity Internet.
Save on your avocado toast and guacamole staples at Whole Foods Market. Get 2 large avocados for $4 through May 3rd, plus an extra 10% off for Prime members while supplies last. Learn more on the Whole Foods Market app.
The Shields Spring Fishing Sale is going on now through May 1st. Shields has everything you need to get you catching fish with top brands like Humminbird, Lowrance, and Garmin. You're sure to find where those fish are hiding. Save up to 20% on Shields Outfitters rods and combos. And don't forget to update your style with the latest gear from Hook, Sims, and APTCO. What are you waiting for? Visit your local Shields today for great gear to make every cast count.
How well does your banker know your business? Do they know what your biggest challenges are? Do they know what your goals are? Do they know who you are? At Bremer Bank, every partnership starts with listening and learning, getting to know you, your business, and what you want to accomplish. Because right now, relationships matter more than ever, and understanding is everything. Find out more at bremer.com.
Switch to Spectrum Mobile and get unlimited data for only $29.99 per month each when you get 2 or more lines. You could save hundreds on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you can save. Visit SpectrumMobile.com/save. Offer valid for new customers on 2 or more unlimited lines. Spectrum Internet required. Restrictions apply. Visit SpectrumMobile.com for details.
It's time for the Acme Tools Spring Sale this Friday and Saturday. Save 10% on over 100 of the world's best power tool, hand tool, and equipment brands. Take advantage of special discounts and free tool offers from Milwaukee, DeWalt, Makita, and more. Visit with factory reps and try before you buy. Register to win a prize package from Ego and check out our daily doorbusters. Don't miss the Spring Tool Sale this Friday and Saturday only at Acme Tools, 494 and Rockford Road, Plymouth. Do your best work.
Are you an experienced framing carpenter working for a small contractor waiting for that break to become a foreman or lead? Unless someone on the crew moves, gets injured, or dies, you're going nowhere. How many more of your best framing years are you willing to give up to a company that can't compensate you for what you're worth? Call Solid. You want advancement and more responsibilities with a paycheck to reflect that? What are you waiting for? Call Solid, 612-919-7070, or email hr@gottabesolid.com.
Live from the Chris Lindahl Studios, home of the guaranteed offer. KXXR, Minneapolis, St. Paul.
The legal department's least favorite division of Cumulus Media.
The home of the half-assed morning show. This is 93X.
Get your outdoor space ready during the Spring Yard Prep event at Fleet Farm. Fleet Farm is your headquarters for lawn supplies like mowers, fertilizer, and seed. From top brands like Scott's, Miracle-Gro, and Husqvarna. Deck out your patio with furniture, grills, and more. Plus, enter for a chance to win the Husqvarna Outdoor Power Sweepstakes. And don't miss out on special in-store offers each week. Now's the time to save during the Spring Yard Prep event at Fleet Farm.
You're listening to the 93X Half-Ass Morning Show. It's sponsored by QC Pizza. Did you know that QC Pizza has daily specials? Monday and Tuesday, the 16-inch sausage king and the 16-inch pepperoni for $20. Also on Tuesday, the famous taco pizza, 16 inches for $24. Both locations, Montevideo and Minneapolis. It's kind of a big deal.
Care 11's Janelle Klein.
This is the 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
We're ready for round 2 of this edition of Gimme Headlines, starring Janelle Klein. Contestant number 1, Navy Police Jesus, scored 2 correct answers out of 5. Could that be enough? We're about to find out. Contestant number 2 is Riverboat Jesus. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
We're doing all right, Riverboat Jesus. Tell us what's up with the name. Do you have a riverboat?
Well, this is KQRS, right?
Yeah. This is Tom.
Oh, okay.
Tom and the boys. What do you want? Tickets to go see the Stevie Ray Vaughan tribute act? What do you think?
I do. That would be awesome. Sign me up.
Are you a riverboat captain?
No. I am formerly hockey coach at Jesus. I was on here a long time ago, but I recently blew my knee out, so now I am one-legged Jesus, and we have been watching Ozark. I don't know if anybody's into that, but they have a riverboat casino, so when Dana picked up and answered, the first thing that popped in my head was riverboat Jesus, so that's who I am today.
It was a spur-of-the-moment thing. All right.
It was.
Man, that was a hell of a story right there. Please don't bore us like that again. We're trying to... I'm kidding. Riverboat Jesus, we're happy to have you. You know how to play the game? Gimme by God Woo headlines?
I do.
Okay, Janelle's going to read these headlines. She's going to leave out, in case folks are listening that don't know, Janelle will leave out a key word from these headlines. You'll have to try and fill in that blank with multiple choice. You got to get 2 to tie and 3 to win. You got a good amount of confidence this morning?
Oh, yeah.
Fair. Janelle Klein.
A new study determined that couples would prefer to have a threesome with a blank rather than another human.
Isn't that something? Here we go. Couples were studied, and they would prefer to have a threesome with a blank than another human. Did they say a robot or an alien from outer space?
Oh, Nick's not an option on there?
I wish he was. You know what?
You're saying he's not a human?
Well, yeah, I don't know what he's saying, but I'll dive into any threesome. You can trust me on that.
There you go.
No, I'm not shocked. A robot or an alien from outer space?
I'm going robot.
He is correct. And here's why. According to Danalysis, the study says that people think it would be easier and less awkward to have a threesome with a robot than finding another willing human.
I guess I can see that.
Sure. And then there's sometimes trouble afterwards. Sometimes trouble during the threesome. People get goofy and competitive. Hey, that's my penis, or whatever. It's you know, all of us have probably had sex with at least one person who reminded us of either a robot or an alien from outer space.
Definitely a robot, sure.
Probably all of us have had that experience. That's 1 point for Riverboat Jesus. Nice work.
A stray chicken in Louisiana was adopted and now lives a comfortable life at a blank.
Would that be a gumbo factory or a Popeye's chicken?
Ooh, I'm going to say gumbo.
Unfortunately, Popeye's chicken is where this stray chicken now lives. Showed up shortly after Hurricane Ida, and the store took him in. His name's Rocco, by the way.
Rocco the chicken that lives over at Popeye's Chicken.
Folks line up to see him.
Has anyone looked into the psychological torture that this animal is going through?
No kidding. That's what I'm thinking. How can a chicken sit there and watch all his friends get eaten in front of him? You know?
Maybe he feels like a winner. He's king chicken.
Yeah. Well, I wonder if the protesters are on the way.
I wonder what they feed him.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, good question.
Oh, they don't feed him fried chicken, do they?
Oh, God, that would be cruel.
We're still sitting at 1, right, for Riverboat Jesus?
That's correct.
All right, 1 correct.
A college in Utah has come under some criticism for offering a course on blank.
Oh, this is very controversial. The Utah College. They're offering a course on what, Riverboat Jesus? Hardcore pornography or Ford versus Chevy?
I'm going to say hardcore.
He's got 2. That's 2 correct. Nice work, Riverboat Jesus. Yeah, we talked about this a couple days ago. The course is designed to be about the history of pornography and its influence on society.
That's because both Chevy or Ford wouldn't make it into any kind of topic. They might have a whole season on Dodge.
All year long, there's a Dodge class at the college. You can teach it, maybe?
Sure.
You know, you got to pick a side right now, Ford or Chevy.
God, don't do this to me.
Ram.
All right. She's not going to say.
Is your family, do you have a family that's passionate about it one way or the other?
No, not at all.
Well, good.
I have no idea.
Avoids a lot of arguments. Save your arguments for the threesomes. That is one more correct answer, and our clear winner will be Riverboat Jesus.
A group of scientists discovered a new species of millipede and named it after Planck.
Is this new species?
Josh?
The cubby peed?
I don't even want to think of that.
I bet it'd be really cute.
Those things creep me out.
The Josh millipede, I bet would be adorable.
How about this?
I want to keep it in the house and have it eat all the spiders.
No, my wife would have to be an accompanying millipede for that to happen. I'm going nowhere near. Was it named after Taylor Swift?
Oh.
Or underrated comedian Carrot Top?
Ooh. I'm gonna say Taylor Swift.
We got a winner.
Swifties will appreciate you getting that one right. The lead scientist is a huge Taylor Swift fan and said her music actually helped him get through grad school.
It's adorable. A millipede named after Taylor Swift. You did a wonderful job this morning, Riverboat Jesus. You won the contest by a final of 3-2. Navy Police Jesus did a great job too. Both of you, we appreciate you listening. We'll put you on hold. You can pick your prizes. Do you know what you want? We got the Testament. We got the Twin City Takeover. We got that way I can read a sponsor. We got the Pussifer.
Well, last time somebody said their answer on the phone, you gonna choose their ass for it. So no, I'm not gonna announce it.
You son of a bitch. I want to choose some more ass. Not gonna give me that pleasure. We'll put you on hold.
I thought you told me you were giving me Rod Stewart tickets.
Oh man, well, I'd go with you if I had Rod Stewart tickets. We'll sort this out with you and Wapple can have a conversation. But thanks again, and thanks Navy Police Jesus.
Yeah, thanks for keeping it on the queue, boys. We appreciate it this morning.
Word. Nice game, Janelle Klein.
Thank you. Always a pleasure.
How you been?
I've been good.
Any trips on the horizon?
Yes, I'm going to Atlanta tomorrow.
So that means no Janelle on Thursday?
I know. I was going to tell you guys off air, but
road trip.
Here we are.
Yeah, road trip.
Can we all take it on the road?
We're going to hot Atlanta, boys.
Are you covering anything fun, or is this going to be a terrible story?
It's actually kind of interesting, and I don't know a ton about it, but they're shooting a football movie there. I don't think this is a secret, so I think I can talk about it. And I'm sort of, I don't know if we're going to cover it or just maybe look into it as a possible story. I'm not even sure what our assignment is, but that's what we're doing.
They're filming a football movie, huh?
Yeah, at the stadium.
Well, that sounds a lot more cheery than some of the things I know that you cover in your profession.
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
Yeah, I feel like every time we ask you, you're like, oh, what are you going to cover there? Like, oh, murder, suicide, let's go.
You got a tough gig. You're the best in the business. Thank you very much for helping us out. I'd like to, if you don't mind, Josh might have some announcements to make, but I would like to personally close on this note. Superfat XXL Jesus has texted in to say that Josh's mom, the millipede, has legs that go all the way up to her millipede ass.
You bastard. Happy birthday to I'm Not an Electrician Jesus from Long Drive Jesus, and happy birthday to AOL.com Jesus.
We need the next watch, listen, and win winner. So call now and give us the keyword at 651-989-9393. If you want to get involved with this contest, watch The Last Man Standing weeknights at 8 and 8:30 on 45 TV, where they'll display a keyword. The following morning around 9 here on 93X, we'll ask you to call in and give us the keyword from the previous night, and you'll win a $100 Visa gift card and tickets to the Twin Cities Takeover with Godsmack, 3 Days Grace, Asking Alexandria, Wage War, and Lilith Czar. Friday's winner was Tom in St. Anthony, and yesterday's winner was Greg in Robbinsdale. The Half-Ass Morning Show is sponsored by Speedway.
Speedway is hiring, and they want you to join the Speedway team. Participating Speedway stores are hosting a hiring day on Tuesday, May 3rd, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Save the date and check out the opportunities Speedway has for everyone.
9 a.m. non-stop blitz kicking off now. Your 25K payoff keyword is next.